Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I go to bed with the glass of so how was your drive?
Okay.
I have my blood. Well, today's Friday, today's Thursday. So unfortunately, it's
Okay. Okay. Very good. Thank you for attending this morning's meeting. And so with that, let's begin our meeting at 10:11. And with that, let's do a call to order. Frank, would you like to lead us in a pledge of allegiance?
It's my pleasure. See the little flag there? Please stand and join me. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Frank. And welcome back. How about a roll call?
Board Member Baloo?
Here.
Board Member Harris?
Yes.
Board Member Johnson? Present. Board Member Ramirez? Present. Co-Chair James?
Present.
And we have excused absences for Board Member Johnston, Board Member Yakimo, and Co-Chair Slosher.
Okay, perfect. So now let's begin our roundtable introductions. So we'll start with Councilwoman Ramirez. Just
Hi, Councilwoman Ramirez, City of Point Nine Palms.
Hi, Glenn Harris, Field Representative for the Morongo Basin for Supervisor Rao.
Frank Lucchino, Town of Yucca Valley, Deputy Town Manager.
Teresa Willingham, I'm representing Loving Thy Neighbor. It is a nonprofit, and I also have interest in your mobile unit because I'm a retired nurse and have a lot of free time on my hands.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought we looked at those guys. I forgot who I was.
We're just talking about Alzheimer's.
I know, there it is. Anyway, I'm Susie Dick, I'm with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I just come here to get information so I can help people out in the community that would necessary.
Marjorie Smith, American Red Cross, San Bernardino County, Morongo Basin.
Jane Jarlsberg, I'm a director at Joshua Basin Water District, but I've been involved with the homeless activities for years, and I have been homeless in the past. But on a lighter note, on Tuesday night I went to see Spinal Tap 2, and I totally recommend it. I wanna laugh now in these times.
Did they take it to 12 in this one?
What?
Did they take it to 12 in this one instead of 11?
I did.
Sorry.
I got you. Have you seen it?
No, just the
You
original.
better.
Janine Duff from Morongo Basin Healthcare District, Director.
Diana Anderson, Morongo Basin Health Director, Community Programs Liaison.
Daniel Lee, Community Health Officer. Well, Wellness Equity Alliance. So.
I'm Jennifer Ard, I'm the field team lead with Wellness Equity Alliance.
And I'm Lisa Ramirez, Regional Director of Operations with Wellness Equity Alliance.
And I'm Marjorie Cross, Program Director of Morongo Basin Arch.
Faith Nicholson, I'm the Outreach Specialist for Valley Star Behavioral Health.
Good morning, Danny Castillo, Program Director for Reach Out Yucca Valley.
Hi, Eric Menendez, Joshua Tree Gateway Communities Alliance. And Janet Johnson is sick at home, but she's watching, so I don't think she wants to go on camera, so she's there. That's what that is last time.
And I'm Alexander Martin. I'm the community health worker for Pacific Clinics at Yucca Valley.
My name is Susan Walls. I'm just a resident of Joshua Tree, here for a meeting.
Welcome.
Invited by Eric.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lakita Johnson. I am the proud CEO of MoldingHearts.org, where we focus on housing and nutrition.
My name is Daniel Blue. I'm founder and executive director for Rescue Residents, a nonprofit focused on veteran homelessness.
Good morning, Christina Benton, Deputy City Clerk, City of 29 Palms.
Great, thank you. So our next part of the meeting are public comments. Oh, Stone James, City Manager, 29 Palms. Thank you. So with that, let's roll into public comments. So this is members of the public wishing to address the East Desert Regional Steering Committee Board will need to submit a request to speak before the time the chair calls for public comment. The public can submit a public request form. The chair will call on you in the order of the requests they're received. Once your name has been called, you have up to 3 minutes to speak. So with that, Mr. Menendez.
I'll go first. I just wanted to comment on a few things we're working on. Janet, like I said, she's not here. We are working on a way to bring different providers together, a kind of a one central website. As you know, the last 3 meetings we've been trying to record to put them on so other people can view them. They're on our YouTube channel for JTGCA for now. We are switching, we have something new in the works and we're beta testing with a handful of providers here. I'm happy to share it with you offline. You know, we're welcoming input, community members, providers, general public. We're gonna have some events, Cheryl and Susan, we were at the Yucca Valley meeting the other night, and so with the mayor, and we're talking a lot about the animal shelter. And one of the things these ladies were passionate about is, having someone who can temporarily foster pets for homeless and unhoused people if they're sick or something like that. So that is something I've been working on behind the scenes for a while. I know Sue or Glenn, we talked briefly. I wanted to talk to your no-kill shelter because I know you're the only one that really kind of goes here and there. Homes and Paws does, and then Yucca Valley is pending the volunteer thing. So I think it's a great thing. And I'm gonna be at that meeting tonight. So we're gonna call it Yappy Hour. It's gonna be our first one at Social Yards, but Vino had the flooding, so all his first 4 rooms were damaged and destroyed again. So that kind of put us aback. So that's it for me. I'm just distracted trying to do all these things here. But Janet, I don't know if she wants to say anything when she's there too. But she can't yet. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So next speaker is Miss Teresa Willingham.
Yes, my primarily interest is in basically the healthcare, emergency care that I don't know how your teams are organized to provide emergency care for the people. I just wanted to be sure that on the mobile units that you would have the basic things to treat the people when they are overdosed from drugs, even some that might need special care, mental, a counselor, somebody that's on the mobile unit to address the emotional distress that people might have. And also, I'm interested to know how the youth mobile team is accessed, how they function as far as locating children that are been trafficking and the kids that have been, out on the street that are homeless. How do they access? What kind of data do they need in order to present that to the general board so that we can follow up? What are the long-term and short-term goals? And as far as the education, how is that presented in the schools, and how is the information disseminated out in the churches and the community, and then how we can get that information back. That's what I'm looking to find out, if there's any kind of bridge that we can find out how to get that information to the parents of the children who not really aware what's going on, like suicide, bullying, and violence. And so that's what I'm really concerned about also. If that could be, the team could be also following the mobile unit and to identify whatever's available that they can, we can research that information and it'll help with all the community, so.
Very good, thank you. Thank you. Mrs. Smith.
Okay, I'm gonna start out with the really good news. 5 years ago, we applied for a grant from Edison to purchase portable generators for the community. We got the money right away, and then we didn't know how to get it out into the community, and so yesterday I received the check, and today we're buying the portable generators. We will have 2 portable generators available to the community through High Desert Emergency Alliance or myself. So if you have the need, this is good for heating, cooling, whatever, but people have to have training. We haven't got the parameters yet, but we finally got them. And these will be about $6,000. Generators, big ones, they're good ones.
Gas or solar?
We're getting propane, but we've got one that can do everything, forgetting to say it over. I can't answer
Okay.
it, 'cause I'm not the purchasing agent. I'm just the one that got the money and said we needed it. Okay, that was on behalf of VOAD. So now for the American Red Cross, over on the table, I have a sign-up sheet. If you're interested in taking shelter training with the Red Cross, it's a one-day class. Stone took it, April took it. We've all taken this class so that if something happens here in the valley, we can help set up a shelter wherever the shelter is designated. The class date has not been chosen yet because I'm getting the people together. And I imagine it'll be in January sometime. We had this last one, we had 40 people there in the 29 Palms area. So that was a good turnout. That's from American Red Cross, now from OES, which is Office of Emergency Services for the county. On Saturday, I'm going down to see a block party, which is a program being brought out here by Cal OES, teaching how to get to know your neighbors. And it comes with a kit. I saw the kit yesterday, I was so excited. It comes with the signage, it comes with the games, it comes with the rewards, the presents, and the fun. And all you have to do is organize it. So I will bring it and we can talk about it next month. Thank you.
Very good, thank you. And Ms. Duff, Janine.
Hi, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that by the time we see you again, our health fair will have occurred. And if anybody wants to take some flyers, we have our 29 Palms partnership with the city on Saturday, October 11th. And if you have any desire to be a vendor or what have you, that deadline is, help me Diana, I believe it's the 25th. So it's coming pretty quickly. There's no cost to being a vendor, but it's a really great event. We have in partnership either with the town of Yucca and the city of 29 Palms every year for many, many years. And there's a lot of good health information and resources for community members. So if you have some flyers, you want to post them where you're doing business, there's plenty of them here, so feel free.
Could you repeat the date?
It's Saturday, October 11th from 9 to 1. And we have, if you want to talk to us offline after, we can give you any other additional information. Diane and I are co-chairs.
Great, thank you very much. Okay, with that concludes public comments. Now we can move on to reports and updates. And so our first up is Town of Yucca Valley. And so since Mr. Yakimo is not here, Frank, would you like to step in?
No updates.
Okay, that's easy. How about Supervisor
Only
Don
been on
Rouse?
job for a week and a
Yeah.
half.
And great to see you back. So next we can move on to Supervisor Don Round's office, Mr. Harris.
Oh, hi. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. A couple of quick, exciting updates. Save the date, National Night Out, Wednesday, October 8th. It's a big event, and it's from 5:30 to 8 in the Yucca Valley Walmart parking lot. And there's all kinds of law enforcement, safety groups, everything. It's just a really fun night, and there's fire trucks that the kids can play on. And I just have some flyers, and mark that on your calendar, and I will be there.
And what was the date again?
October 8th, so it's 3 days before the healthcare district.
I really didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I wasn't trying to be catty.
No, it's funny, it's funny.
Which parking lot?
Walmart.
Walmart. I thought you said Yucca Valley.
It is in Yucca Valley.
Yes, Walmart in Yucca Valley.
Okay.
And that's October 8th. Are you gonna be there?
Of course.
Of course.
Also there.
Also, we are co-sponsoring along with other departments and Copper Mountain College. We have a job fair and resource event. This is our annual job fair that is sponsored by our offices, and it's September 25th. It's coming up real soon from 10 to 1, and it is going to be held at Copper Mountain College, and it is a great place to see all kinds of organizations and groups that are looking to hire, including a lot of government, law enforcement, et cetera, county. So I will leave a bunch of flyers over there, or you can,
Is that sponsored by the county?
yes. So That's all for me, thank you.
Great, thank you, Glenn. And next we can move on to the City of 29 Palms. In the interest of time, I'll just defer to Councilwoman Ramirez.
So a couple of updates for us. We do have the list of about 5 different providers that we're working with to work on a variety of different housing initiatives, whether it's low-income housing, attainable housing, resources, and I believe we're trying to put something together as part of the Housing and Homeless Subcommittee. I'm just waiting on my counterpart to send me his availability. But hopefully that'll be done this month. I did go to.
April? Sorry, is that for the whole basin or just 29?
That's for the city, yes ma'am.
Just for 29?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
And then I had a couple of meetings with different department heads from the county, Office of Homeless Services, as well as workforce development. I think that housing and workforce development, go hand in hand. We do need to be able, as well as healthcare, but that'll bring me to my next point. We need to be able to not only give people housing, as defined by Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but also give them the training and tools and utilities they need in order to make that goal sustainable long term. And this is specific to a school in 29 Palms. I also sit on one of the school site councils, and we received quite a few grants because our school, just off the top of my head, has higher rates of absenteeism, chronic absenteeism. We have a 57.1%, I believe, rate was of students getting expelled because of behavior, and once interventionists get involved, they realize that there's a bigger issue at home. And we went through some of those things. We talked about some of our children that are experiencing homelessness and their families. And one of the things that I said, I always look for the low-hanging fruit, right? And the first one said one of our goals is to get, a washer and dryer here at the school so that kids can have clean clothes. And I said, that is great, but we have about 600 families that need to use that one washer and dryer. So what we proposed is that, we're gonna be looking at local laundromats and see if maybe they can give us like wash cards. And we can use the grant funding for some of that. And then we're gonna start putting together family dinners as well, where we bring the community in, we give them, a meal, we feed the entire family, we give them resources, and then every single time we teach about something different. So whether it's healthcare, or whether it's, maybe getting someone from SoCal Edison and saying, hey, these programs are available, you have a kid, you need electricity, things of that nature, to kind of try and do full source, and we're starting at the source with kids. And then my last little tidbit is we are also having a community health fair, not to the extent of yours, but I was able to pull in a lot of my resources and just network that I have from being a community nurse for 15 years, and I was able to get a mobile doctor, mobile x-ray, and mobile lab, as well as mobile sonogram to come to 29 Palms tomorrow. And they are donating all of their time and all of their staff for this. There is no cost. The insurance will be billed for x-rays just like you would in a hospital, clinic setting, or anything like that. And it's open to everybody. So if you guys, if WIA has members of the community that maybe you guys have met as far as you can with the clinical tools and expertise that you have as street outreach, then you can also, just bring them on by, and if they need an x-ray, if they need a sonogram, if they just need a face-to-face with a doctor, it'll be there. So I'll just pass these out too. We're hoping to make this a monthly, then move to 2 times a month, and then once the doctors have established their stuff, we're really, not everybody knock on all the wood, trying to set up a brick and mortar urgent care in 29 Palms. So good things are coming.
Question is, when you say no cost, do they have to have some sort of insurance, or?
They have to have some sort of insurance, but there will.
Coverage, it's not.
But there will be a medical social worker on file to help apply for emergency services if needed.
What's the location?
It is going to be at the First Assembly of God Church, 73355 Sullivan, the old Smitty's.
Oh, okay. I saw that, they're doing something already in the space, right? They're expanding that South
I'm
Shore area or
not, I
something?
don't wanna speak that, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I just know that they're being generous enough to let us use everything in there, so I'll pass these out too. Please spread the word. They did say they need at least 5 patients, and we have 2 people that have showed interest to keep making this a monthly event, so I'll just pass them down.
Do they have to register to attend, or can they just walk in?
It's better if they do register, because it lets the staff know how much, you know, whether it's x-ray films or lab tubes or things. We will be accepting walk-ins, but then, you know, it'll be a little bit of a longer wait.
Well, I must confess, I don't hear the radio that often, but have you utilized a PSA announcement or anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. This is our first one. We're trying to work out the kinks.
So a little pilot dry run tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Does it have hours on that?
10 to 4.
Cool.
Very good, thank you so much. Next, Ms. Lapita.
Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see everyone here, despite of the rain, and see your loyalty and your dedication, and for that, I take my hands and say thank you. Molding Hearts is still 10 toes down. We are opening up another location. We are so excited to be able to make sure that when individuals come into our housing on a transitional side, that we are not exiting them to the street. So some of the locations that we're opening now are not for anything but permanent housing. Individuals that will be able to know in 12 months they don't have to worry about going anywhere. They're gonna be nice in a homely environment. We're opening nice places in Joshua Tree. So you guys know we talking money and making sure that they feel very comfortable. So we're really excited about that. I really find that my goal has always been feeding and housing. I'm getting more into the fact of helping people just live life. Just be here and just be free. Because sometimes we get so caught up in, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, we lose something. And so we're trying to bring in that element of comfort. I always feel that a lot of times when we're in this position, we don't ever want to toot our horn. But today I have to toot my horn for being a minority woman in this region. Sometimes has been hard. And to see that in 2025, Palm Springs just had its first annual Hispanic celebration, it hits home for me as a minority woman. I take my hat off to April. April did it so eloquently. The one thing that I loved about it, it was a Hispanic event, but it was a gumbo pot. Everybody was there. Mr. Glenn and his partner were there. And I say we had a great time. We ate all types of food, had all types of drinks, and for that, April, I thank you. Just for saying, even though color is not important, we want you to know that it is. You know what I mean? So, thank you.
And that was for the Hispanic Heritage Month celebration at 29 Palms?
Yes, it was.
Last Saturday?
Yes, it was.
Very nice.
All right, thank you.
And if you didn't go, there was $100, $200 cash prize. So next year, I want to see everybody out there dancing.
Oh, the last thing is, I spoke with Miss Christina this morning. As you guys see, we do not have refreshments due to budget cuts, which I understand. Molding Hearts and any other agency, maybe we can kind of tag team. 1 week someone brings something, because budget cuts, we're not moved by it. We all know we can bring some fruit and we maybe can do some healthy things if we don't want to do donuts, but let's see how we can work together so that it's not all on the city. Because I tell people, the county of San Bernardino cannot be our catch-all for all of our problems. We gotta be able to say, I'm gonna stand up and do this, we're gonna do that. So we're blank today, but maybe next month we won't be, because we'll all kind of bring something in.
Why don't you have a sign-up sheet so that we can sign up and know when we're responsible to include them?
Okay, well, you know what, we can do that, we'll do that. Maybe next time, everyone just, that wants to bring something, let's just bring a little something, and then next time we'll do a sign-in sheet.
And Susan, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I just wondered if I could ask a question about what your report was.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the eligibility for people to, access your homes?
I service 18 to 99 plus.
Do they have to be, I mean, can they be a single male? Can they be an unmarried couple?
Okay, so in
There are
that.
some issues around
Okay,
this.
so our program is individualized. We do not service families, but we are what you call a platform for individuals. So if it was an individual senior or an individual youth, they have to be individualized, no families.
But what about in between senior and youth? Like
But-
40?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Anywhere from 18 to 99 and above. Right now, we have 76 clients, and I service from anywhere from 18 to 102. Is the oldest client that we have right now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and Lakita?
Yes, sir.
We do want donuts.
Okay. I tried to be healthy. I was just trying to go there.
Susie, for the sign-in sheet instead of paper, I created a sample working on this test website. You have a discussion form availability, so it's kind of a great thing where if you share it, people can just put a chapter underneath it, it's a private thing.
So would it be all right if we were to just kind of table that, and then we can follow up at the end, just so we can.
Okay, whatever you want,
schedule.
Dr. Stone.
Is that all right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Is there
Oh, that's a good question.
Very good. Any other questions for Ms. Lakita?
any animals for the individuals?
Oh, yeah,
For Ms.
pets?
for
We
Ms.
do not
Lakita.
take emotional support animals or regular animals just because, but we, by law, always take service animals that are basically documented. And the only reason why is because our insurance only allows for a community environment to have 88 service animals in it.
Good question.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Right.
Mr. Daniel.
Yep, I'll bring 100 cup coffee pot, so it'll brew a big thing of coffee over there, so we'll have fresh brewed coffee.
Okay.
So the last two meetings I mentioned specifically we needed a heavy equipment trailer and then specifically use of heavy equipment. So we should be closing out this week, finalizing the contract to purchase a trailer and then have that available for us to be able to move ambulances around, rather than needing to make sure that they're fully street mobile and street legal for every single ambulance we have. Instead, I just have one trailer that has to be ready to then haul them around. So that's kind of a change we're implementing, and we'll have that trailer hopefully by the end of the week. And then basically through coordination for use of heavy equipment, through the connections you're able to help me establish. So they're basically gonna kind of donate all of the work and use of the equipment to fix the road that gets out to the property, and then be available to do additional earth moving as we get stuff approved from the county to be able to lay out the site to actually build this out. So that's a big move forward. In the first year, so basically November of last year, moving out to that property, we got a grant approval from pavement recycling out of Yucca Valley, $5,000 bill, small grant, but like stuff that we're chipping away at our ability to get some stuff done. So they only allow you to do that every 2 years, but I contacted them because we're trying to fix that road, which you donate pavement asphalt milling that they actually, that's the whole thing that they do. So they're now looking to donate many trucks as we could possibly need, 18 tons a piece of asphalt milling. So basically we'll be able to kind of fix that road to where it's almost a paved road in the next couple months. So definitely made some progress in what we were talking about last time. So that's kind of where we are right now.
Good, very good, thank you. And I don't see Ms. Claudia Doyle from the Office of Home Services, so we can move on to the consent calendar. And Mr. Menendez, I think, has some comments. Can you save that for the conclusion of the meeting?
What?
Some of the comments that you had a moment ago. It would be great for you to share that with the group at the end of the meeting.
Oh, okay, I just was questioning, again, it's, yeah, I mean, again, yeah, I can, sure.
If that was a question for Ms. Lakita, then, please ask. I certainly don't want to interrupt that.
No, I was just saying, that's an option in case we're all in different places, it's hard to do a paper sheet, I'm just giving an option, feedback,
Really good.
casual discussion.
Thank you so much. So let's move on to the consent calendar. And so do we have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from August 21st?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, great. We have a motion.
I have a comment on this.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Apparently my name was brought up during that meeting, I was not here. And it was verbally apparently said, but nobody knew how to spell my name.
Okay.
That is, I never received a check from anybody at Arch. I may have been the treasurer for a while at Arch, but I never wrote a check to myself. And I wanna acknowledge that that was inaccurate information. I'm not sure who provided it. And if it really was about me, which I didn't recognize the name, then I think it should be spelled right.
Okay, well, would you like to give us, your full name and spell it, just so we can make sure we have it correct?
Yeah, Jane, Jane, just plain Jane, Jarlsberg, Jarlsberg, just like the cheese.
Okay.
Some people know about that.
Was that the item that was about somebody paying for a dental visit
Yes.
or something? Okay.
I never received a check of any sort.
I recall the comments, so.
Okay, very good. Okay, so thank you, Ms. Jarlsberg. Any other comments on the minutes from August 21st?
Actually, I do just the Founders and Freedom event. I think there was just a typo. The event is kind of to be talking about Founders Plaza here at Freedom Plaza. It just was a semantic typo. You might just edit that if you could. That's the flyer, but you did attach the flyer in the packet, so it's not a big deal.
Very good, thank you.
That being said, a motion to approve with the amendments stated just now.
From, very good. Okay.
Correction.
So we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None opposed, motion passes 5-0 with 3 abstaining, or 3 not here. Very good, now we can move on to the presentations. So, Ms. Art, are you gonna provide a?
I would love to, and I'm gonna pass it off to our operations, Lisa. She's gonna do the presentation for us. So I'm gonna get out of the way.
No, you're fine. Hi, everyone. I am Lisa Ramirez, Regional Operations Director with Wellness Equity Alliance. I have a printed guide, so I'm not gonna look behind me, and try to make it brief, but with quality. So we do street medicine. We do it a little bit differently. Street medicine isn't a one size fits all, which is, you know, it's hard because sometimes just things don't fit to a T. Yeah, this is looking very nice. But equity is at the center. And so we bring multi-specialty care to the unsheltered, unhoused communities. Right now, our office is located in Palm Springs, but we service all of the Coachella Valley, now Morongo Basin, and I am currently opening an office in San Bernardino proper. And so that is soon to come, and hopefully we can just continue to expand and bring more healthcare to the streets. We focus on primary care, behavioral health, substance use disorder, prevention and treatment, mental health and psychiatry, infectious disease prevention and treatment. So we do testing on the street for HIV, viral hepatitis, STIs, TB, any tropical diseases. And we also do care management services and can assist patients in getting their ID cards, birth certificates, enrolling in insurance, and then enhanced care management where we're following somebody's blood pressure or their A1C, and if those are high, getting those to reduce over time, and then connecting with specialty care. So podiatrists, oncologists, I have people seeing pulmonology, gastroenterology, and getting these visits and access to care that they normally wouldn't find and get. Another thing that's great about street medicine is a lot of times our unsheltered, unhoused communities, they feel judged and they don't want to go into the ER or to a doctor, and so we bring that care right to their encampment, into their home, and see them where they're at. And after they see our face a few times, they start getting more comfortable and familiar, and then they a lot of times will open up and build that trust to ask us for items that maybe they wouldn't ask for. Another thing is it helps keep the emergency room open for emergencies. Instead of just for bed or food, we can maybe bridge a gap and keep the emergency room for emergencies, and then really give them that care on the street. Wound care we do as well. when we do the testing, we also provide education on how to read those results and what those results may look like. So if your test is positive, what does that mean for you? Or negative, what should you do to kind of now prevent or help yourself going forward in the future? So these are just some of our stats. We have 77 clients that are justice impacted. They've been in the system somewhere, but we're enrolling them in housing initiatives. We have 515 patients with substance use disorders, 310 with serious mental illness, supported by a social worker that comes out with our team as well. And we do telehealth psychiatry. We have patients referred to behavioral health, housing, transportation, and other resources. So not only do we have an Uber Health account where we can Uber somebody where they need to go, we will also physically transport as well. If we have a patient that needs to go to the emergency room or they need to go to a doctor's appointment and they can't get a ride, we will either set that up for them or we'll take them to the doctor's appointment. 5 VSPDADs, I think that's actually a lot higher number.
What's that stand for?
So a VSPDAD is a super long assessment that we do. It helps them get higher on the list for Section 8. Section 8 currently for single adults is insanely long.
It's like I think it's a 2-year wait list right now.
So the VSPDAD will help them get higher on the list because it pulls apart each and every aspect of their life and their past. Within the past year to 3 years, it kind of questions each section on if they have access to housing, if they have access to showers or somewhere to use the bathroom, if they've been assaulted, stuff like that.
And then, so over 2,500 harm reduction and hygiene kits. When we go out, we ensure that we're giving hygiene almost to everyone. We're giving toothbrushes, deodorant, body wipes, things just to make, we're the whole person centered. Harm reduction includes a clean pipe or a clean syringe, or sharps containers. And then Narcan and how to use it. Testing strips, fentanyl testing strips, condoms, lube, snacks, electrolytes. We actually had an incident last week. Our team was in a park in Indio and they happened across somebody that was actively getting compressions done on them. Our team stepped in and administered 5 doses of Narcan, and we were able to bring the person back. It took 20 minutes for paramedics to get there because there was 2 accidents with injuries in the area. But being able to, right place, right time. But then also just a reminder to even our team how important it is to make sure that they have Narcan and then how to use it and being available. So we're really excited.
As of when in 2025? As of when?
As of the beginning, January 2020.
No, to what date?
Yesterday.
Yeah, okay, that's, okay.
Yeah.
September. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're really excited to bring this up here and be a part of this coalition. We know that there isn't street outreach and people going out right now, and so being able to be a part of that has been honestly already wonderful. We're meeting community members. We're actually have how many patients have signed on here?
At this point, since we started last year, or just
just High Desert.
We have about 10 from
So, but we're trying to get the word out and trying to make our faces known. We are currently coming out twice a week, Monday and Tuesday. We are hitting 29 Palms, Joshua Tree, and Yucca Valley, and trying to come to as many events as possible just to get the word out that we're here. And we're really excited. I think that is actually all that I have for you. Oh, I don't, I have more. So our nurses and providers come out as well. Right now we have nurse practitioners. We are prescribing medications, drawing labs, connecting to those specialty cares, doing the testing. Our clinical health workers, our community health workers are doing that around the wraparound services with case management. We're doing those locations that we talked about, and yeah, that's it.
How does it work with the uninsured that you encounter?
It will never be a cost to them. We will help them regardless. We will help them sign up for Medi-Cal or insurance that they choose. We work currently with IHP and Molina. IHP being able to offer a little bit more than Molina can when it comes to just the access to everything. But IHP is our bigger funder, and being able to just send that referral to IHP and have them approve the care. We send the doctor note to IHP for them and request what specialty they may need, and then.
So how are you marketing it or promoting it so that people know that you're here? Other than in this room.
So more word of mouth. We're going out and trying to see the community, and then we do try to make it where we can tell certain patients like, hey, Mondays we're gonna be here around this time, so that they're kind of getting familiarized with that. Tuesday we've been at the way station outside of it, and so we did.
That's in Joshua Tree.
Yeah, we did have a little bit more of an outcome last Tuesday. More patients had come up to us because we had been there the last few weeks. And so it really that word of mouth. Jen has been great on like promoting on Facebook and other things like that. We're on LinkedIn, our website.
That, I don't know what kind of funding you have, but the local radio station would probably be happy to give you a package on how to promote it.
Well, that's awesome.
And let the community know when you're here and where.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awfully Gary. We also have a form. I'll give some of my cards out if you guys want that for any engagement or people you see just out in the community that you want us to know about, location, needs that you think they might need. We'll get it right away. We put it onto our list and we hand it out to our providers and CHWs.
Yeah, Jen created this link. You click on the link, fill it out with the patient's name, and we make it a priority to go see them.
I have a two-part question. My first thing is, as being out here for 15 years, really trying to work hard on the unhoused and sobriety, coming newer to the Suboxone, I wonder about the harm reduction when you say you give out clean utensils in order for them to keep up negative behaviors. At some point, do we stop that? Like, how long does that work? Because to me, it makes me cringe to know that someone's getting clean meals to keep a negative behavior because we're trying so hard to clean it up.
So
can
we
you explain
do,
that?
yeah. So we do obviously promote the assistance of not using. We are promoting trying to go to treatment centers. We have people going to methadone clinics. We give Suboxone. We give these medications to try to assist in stopping use. So that is our first goal.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, a lot of them, they're going to use. And so I'd rather have somebody use safely than
die.
Use dirty needles
Human beings.
or something.
Lowering
So
their risk
yeah.
for HIV.
Yeah, and so our first goal,
hepatitis and such.
right, so our first goal is obviously trying to get them that treatment and helping them in not using. And are you ready to get sober? And are you ready for this?
I also think that it has to do with autonomy.
Yeah.
And people that want to use are going to use.
Secondly, I would want to say thank you because a lot of times when I hear people saying I'm doing mobile showers or I'm doing an outreach, I love the fact that you also were engaged with helping them become housed from being unhoused. So I thank you for looking at it from a holistic approach versus being a band-aid to the situation. So thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I just wanna draw your attention to National Night Out, and I don't know if you're planning to be there, but on this flyer are the PIOs of the gals who are running it, and they are still accepting vendor applications.
Great.
So be sure to, grab one and reach out to Maryssa or Paige.
Yeah.
That's one too, that's one too, you're gonna be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Thank you
As
for all
a
you do.
former clinician, 20 plus years practice with pre-hospital care, I think this is such an important program, and I was working before I had some setbacks earlier with some health stuff in the beginning of the year, a grant program too that's gonna kind of do a similar thing, that's gonna focus on high traffic tourism areas. I kind of got inspired by Doria when I was down before, I don't remember this is after you left, Frank, or not, but they have a really interesting twist on the approach with the social work action group. We've been following them, so I have something great coming. I was hoping to deploy it up here, but I'm glad you're here. We're gonna be working with a few major cities down below, and I wanna get with you guys. I talked to you, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna be down there tomorrow because my associate, she had unexpected surgery last night, so I'll be down there all day tomorrow. I would love to pop by.
And I will say the social work action group out in Coachella has been working a lot with local police. We've seen a lot of patients displaced out of their homes and encampments. SWAG has actually like posted flyers like you have to evacuate. And so this is their home. Regardless of where
it's
it
a tough
is.
situation. You gotta do compassionate care, but I mean, I think they are learning, and I think it's great what you guys are doing.
So we're doing our best to just make sure we respect that.
Yeah.
That this is your home and we're being invited into it by giving you this care and being there. And so, yeah, we wanna work with the community and all the people because it really does take a village, an entire village. We wouldn't be able to do anything without some of our partners. And so, very grateful and happy to be here.
I have one question.
Yeah.
The pre and postnatal care, how is that being managed?
So, we have made connections with OBGYNs or hospitals. Jen has actually, Planned Parenthood down in the valley, but now as we're moving up, we're hoping to connect with partners up here as well.
So Ms. Lisa, great presentation. I had just a couple of questions.
Yes.
One of which was an abbreviation that I didn't understand, and you said you had 5 VSPDATs.
VSPDATs. Yeah, that's that form, that long form to separate to assist them to get into Section 8.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it stands for.
Okay, that was what I was waiting for.
Completed by a clinician, right, or someone with.
Yeah, so we
not
have a
like
housing
they can't just go and
navigator.
say, "Here, I want to fill out this VOAD."
No, so we have a housing navigator that'll help them break that down and fill those out with them.
It's a vulnerability index tool and service prioritization decision assistance tool.
There we go. There you go. I'm like, it's very long.
Thank you, Google.
You can do it.
Just say
That sounds great. No, thank you for that.
Yeah, I liked her explanation better.
Google works. ChatGPT.
And you said something that has so amazing work, and right, and I've met with the team, Ms. Jen, Mr. Daniel, already, and so grateful that you're up here, and obviously in need. One of the things that you had mentioned that really kind of resonated, and that was the fact that you're providing sharps containers.
Yes.
And I tell you the gratitude, because that's one of the big issues when we have the floods, right? And you've got, illegal narcotic use, and now all of a sudden you've got hazmat or biohazard.
We will also do exchange. We will exchange for that. Those full ones, we will exchange them out for you. We also have those little picky uppy thingies, and we go around and we will pick them up too if we see them.
Usually in the servicing area where we're servicing less, and we go out and scout up
And
there.
scout around, and if there's needles or anything on the ground, like we'll pick those up and dispose of those.
And do you have any sense of the HIV infection rate within the unhoused in the basin?
In the basin, no, we don't have the data on that yet.
Basin,
I can-
county,
I can
any
find,
sense?
I can try to look for
Good
it.
luck. There's not a whole lot of data for the Morongo Basin
I
in terms of a
know.
lot of things, including
we can
health
start that.
statistics.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we've encountered anybody
DAP
yet.
Health has some data, but it's not specific to here.
Right.
Yeah, so far as we've been testing, I don't think we've encountered anybody positive so far.
Okay.
To clarify,
For HIV.
For HIV.
we have,
Yeah.
we have
HIV itself.
statistics, but they're for the county.
Mhm.
They're not for our little region.
Yeah, we would have those for the low desert, but that doesn't do a whole lot. Those numbers don't do anything for us up here.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
one of the
county
things that I
doesn't
saw
sort
when I was
us
down
out.
in the low desert, they would often have great data for Riverside County, but the Coachella Valley is completely different animals, relative to the rest of them. And then I heard a presentation Mr. Menendez brings up, from DAP, Desert AIDS Project, and now, gosh, this is probably 9 years ago, but they had said that the Coachella Valley has an HIV infection rate between double and 700% of the national average.
Oh.
Double to 700%. Now, again, it was probably circa like 2016, but like
We have,
remarkable.
we have
So,
plenty of our clients down there that are positive. A lot of
Of
them.
the unhoused.
Yes, absolutely.
Of the unhoused.
A lot of them do work with DAP, and we work and collaborate with DAP to get them further assistance. They have clinical social workers there, but we pick up the slack that they're unable to cover with going into the streets, so.
But that's also where your CHWs come, and your community health workers can educate them, because HIV positive is not AIDS, and HIV positive is not a death sentence.
Right, exactly.
There's
It's not a
drugs
death
out
sentence,
there that
how
you
can
can
we
live out the
help
rest of
you
your
now?
life and survive it. So that stigma that's attached to that needs to be, the CHWs can help in educating community members.
And then you also point out too, with unhoused, you have the decanates, that you can inject instead of people that can't take a pill. You have treatment, they can come in and get an injection, they don't
Yeah.
have access to a pill.
Hep C
and
is
beat
going away too.
everything, so these
A
are the
lot
greatest
of
things we didn't
patients
have
out
10
in the
years ago.
street,
Now.
you know, it's hard to keep track of your medications. And so if you can take a monthly injection that's a four-week dose that we can give to you in the field, and then you don't have to remember a pill.
Well, and the
It's
FDA
amazing.
just approved the 6-month one too.
Yeah.
We have
So,
plenty of clients
yeah.
on those medications as well. It's helpful.
Do you guys offer PrEP?
Yes.
Okay, good.
We do PrEP, Suboxone, Apretude, there's quite a few.
That's amazing.
There's a whole list, yeah, we have them all.
Welcome to the community.
Yeah,
That's all
thank
I
you
can
for
say.
having us. Thank you.
Well, excellent presentation. Any other questions for Ms. Lisa or Ms. Jen or Mr. Daniel? Okay.
You said that you're up in this area, you know,
Uh-huh.
and you said 29 Palms, Joshua Tree, Yucca Valley.
Yes.
Do you go to, you said way station for Joshua Tree, is that the only place that you're?
No, so actually, I think Monday we're going to the senior center in 29. And so we're making our way through, we're exploring, we're trying to find new patients. We did, our first couple weeks out here, we went out with Reach Out, and Reach Out Yucca and went around that way. And so actually I've heard, recently that Reach Out wants us to be the MAT service provider, so the medication assisted treatment, and so we may take over their outreach, like street outreach, and so yeah, we're all over trying to still find our places.
But I mean, certain locations.
Oh, you saw the 3 cities.
Yeah,
and
this
then-
and that. We wanna have main locations where people know they can find us
Right.
on specific days.
Yeah.
But apart from that, we're also going out to encampments and finding exactly where people are.
Good.
So we offer both.
Good. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On
So in other words, several hours at one location.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're there most of the day.
And like a day like today, how would you navigate into a wash, or do you have vehicles?
We got trucks.
4x4. We got used to it in the desert.
And actually, so I say that we have our OG truck, that's actually a Daniel term. We have our OG truck, which is our big, it's like it has our harm reduction sections, and it's a bigger truck. And then we just recently got 2 new vehicles so that we can split up into different groups and hit different multiple locations. And so we now almost have a fleet, which is exciting. We have 3 vehicles now, which is great. And so we can go into the desert, go into the washes. We're in Desert Hot Springs, where we go into the watering holes and the landfills. And so yeah, it's been great.
How long have you been in existence?
We kicked off last spring officially,
Ours,
and then,
yeah.
and then this
So
past
just
fall
over
is
a year.
when, yeah.
In this
Wow.
location, LA as well, we have an LA.
We have a South
Wow.
LA,
Okay.
we have a South LA, we had in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and like I said, now I'm about to open San Bernardino. I'm hoping to hear on a building, today actually, and if my Plan B office Monday. But, so we're hoping to kick off San Bernardino in the next month.
Wow.
Good.
On that note, do you guys, I can't remember, I looked at your website, do you have any contracts with any Bay Area, providers or like
No,
groups?
Bay Area we aren't servicing, but a lot of our bosses are in the Bay Area.
Okay.
So that's probably.
I worked a lot there. Next week I'm traveling to Contra Costa
Yeah.
County, and I know a lot of people there.
Our
I'm
main
gonna be
provider
riding
was
with-
servicing up in that area for HIV
Okay.
street medicine
Cool.
care.
Well, thank you all for coming, and thank you for the good work.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
We're happy to be here.
And I actually just
And
ordered
so now we can move on, so we're actually gonna have a slightly shortened agenda. We're gonna move into the discussion items, however, I think Mr. Harris, you wanted to.
Yes, I think because we just barely have a quorum, I think with that, we should perhaps table the code of conduct till the next meeting when we have more of the steering committee here, so that we can all be involved, especially with co-chair Schlosser not here because
It's
she's.
important. Very good, okay.
So I would need a motion and a second.
Let me go see if I can find Daniel, cause you don't have a.
Oh,
He's right out
alright.
there. He's right out the door. Okay. He'll be in just a minute.
Well, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to table the code of conduct discussion item until the next meeting.
Thank you.
And
Second.
we'll wait for Daniel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I was like, I'll make the motion, but we gotta wait.
Could I bring up something? On the front page of the paper yesterday was
Wait,
the
can we do this, please? And then we can
Yeah.
move on.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's what I'm wondering.
Thank you.
So we have a motion from Councilwoman
No, we
Ramirez.
have to wait until he's presently, physically in his.
In the room.
Done.
I think, yeah, we should finish it.
So you guys, I have a box, somebody gave me about 6 or 8 Narcan things, can I give it to you?
Absolutely.
I'll go get it.
Yeah, we have boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes, which I do wanna promote, everyone should be carrying Narcan in their car. And get some education on how to use them, because you never know when you're gonna come across it, better to have it than not.
You just gotta remind the stable, the heat, the thing, and the preparation.
Well,
It's really,
absolutely.
cause that's the, mom, you haven't had
Well,
that.
yeah, okay, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
but always just
But
have Narcan on.
the Reach Out Yucca Valley, came to another meeting that was at a week ago, and they handed out,
Distributed. Beautiful.
samples, and so you should tell everybody they have it also.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take it.
Same with Pacific Limits. If you guys want training.
Well, I mean, one's to hand out.
I'm listening.
Okay, yeah. If you guys want trainings for Narcan or testing strips, we have both. And we
Oh,
can
well,
go to your
also,
guys'
but they
location
also
and
have
grab
lots
some
of
water, please.
Thank you.
And then,
Thank you.
yeah, provide more Narcan.
Yeah, the test for the.
Don't leave, I have to talk to you about, I went, some military spouse, here we go.
He's still going, so I'm gonna try to pretend.
So we'll be very quick. So there was a request to postpone the code of conduct discussion until the next meeting in October. And so there was a motion from Councilwoman Ramirez. Was
I
there
would
a-
have to remake the motion, so I'm gonna make the motion. And it was brought up by Glenn Harris, just so that we can table it until we have everybody here, so we can all give feedback.
More discussion.
I second it.
Okay, great, so all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None opposed, the motion passes 5 with 3 abstaining due to absence.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you, Stan, sorry.
Yeah, you bet. We can move on now on to the closing, so future agenda items. Is there any other discussion for future agenda items? Hearing.
I have a question, Dr.
Yes, ma'am.
Strong. I had brought up last time, so that we can always make sure that we have a quorum, to make sure, to see if we can have an alternate that can never sit in if we were unavailable.
So, I think, sorry, she was talking, but I think that I read that somewhere in the code of conduct and bylaws, and we can't really move forward until we've discussed it. But I think it's in there somewhere.
Because on the full ICH board, I have an alternate, if I'm not able to be present. Therefore, we can always make sure we have a quorum.
We'll have to check the
That's fine.
governance charter.
Okay.
So the
that's
code
fine.
of,
That's a great point.
Yeah, cause I think we're both in an alliance, I mean,
When Claudia, you guys did that election, that was one of the points of trying to have more people on board too, but you guys curved us from District 10. And, you know, I think if we had a wider, broader board, you know, maybe 12 or 13, which you can, then you would have kind of help with that problem too. Just saying.
All right, very good, thank you for that. All right, great, so hearing no other additions for future agenda items, then we can go ahead and adjourn at 11:12. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you for
Yeah,
Yeah.